Bitch, shut the fuck up. And this was a quote from the booth woman. This is not my words to her because she's probably trying to cancel me. Today I saw Harris Heller's tweet about something. I haven't even started yet. I saw a Harris Heller tweet. Just a second. I probably can find it much quicker than from going from my Twitter. There we go. So, some context needed, so some context will be given. Rightly, simply disagreeing as I do with the notion that trans women or woman isn't transphobic. It's really reality, says at Gothics TV. Watch her in a new episode of Cancel This. So this is the one that started it all.
Do with the notion that trans women are women isn't transphobic. It's reality. I don't have hatred for trans people, but to diminish all of the struggles that biological women face as just a cosmetic surgery away, personally, is disrespectful in itself. If someone wants to live their life as the opposite sex, I'm not going to stop you from doing it. But that doesn't mean that I'm obligated to perceive them in the same way they perceive themselves.
Like, we're not discussing the things that this Gothics is... I don't know who Gothics is, but it's apparently his the username here. So we're not discussing the thing that Gothics is saying. We're discussing everything below it. So Harris, this person here, Rose, Twitch affiliate, cosplayer, gamer, and geek, decided to Harris Heller, you following this transphobic person for a reason. I follow people I agree with, I follow people I disagree with, and everywhere in between. Only following people you align with 100% puts you in an echo chamber and stunts your growth as a person. Judging people for who they follow is counterproductive. Unfortunately, Zombieunicorn already banned me, but thanks to internet, I can go to incognito. So now we can see what Zombieunicorn answered, so it's here. This isn't one of those situations where it's just a different point of view. She constantly actively harms and marginalizes people in the industry with her bigotry and hate speech. Would you like me to share a thread of rape apology where she blames and shames victims too? Not gonna lie, it's shocking and disappointing to see you defending, supporting this person, blah blah blah. And Harris Heller had a good point, but let's go what I replied to her. Because I think that's a pretty scummy thing to do. Like, if Harris Heller follows this, it doesn't mean that everything this person says Harris Heller agrees to. Or, if it does mean that, then my answer to Zombieunicorn is actually right. So what I answered was, hey Zombieunicorn, you follow Oatly, which is China Resources Holdings Company Limited, is one of the biggest shareholders and owners. China has a concentration camp for millions of Muslims, discriminate against all minorities, Mongolian descent, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and the list goes on. And then I had to answer myself. By following them, you are marketing the products to your followers / fans who buy them, which the money goes to the Chinese government to continue the crimes against humanity acts. Are Zombieunicorn lecturing Harris while you support concentration camps against Muslims? This is the one he decided to block me. You must be feeling nice and limber after all that reaching, lol, pathetic. She actually replied first, and after she replied, she immediately blocked me. What a joke of a person this Zombieunicorn is. First, zombie bullies about a subject. Yeah, she bullies Harris Heller for following a person who she doesn't agree with. And then when somebody points out her hypocrisy, doing the exact same thing she is vocally condemning, she blocks you. Check yourself first before judging others. And that's my point. Harris Heller did basically nothing wrong. He's just following a person. What Zombieunicorn did is fucking harassment. It's bullying. And I pointed out that her followers isn't clean, as probably isn't Harris Heller's, and most definitely aren't mine. I'm, for example, following what the fuck is his name? Joseph what the fuck is it? Paul Joseph Watson. Just to see what the fucking lunatics in the internet are saying. Like, what's the next conspiracy theory? I just enjoy that. It's like my hobby to see like the QAnon and the anti-vaxxers being stupid people. So, and then I'm pretty sure I tweeted out about this situation. Yeah, imagine being such a fake that you openly bully others for people they follow, and then when somebody does the same to you, you pretend it's different and block the accuser. If following a person is agreeing with their views, so is following a company who is owned by a country. I watched a couple of like replies she does. She's like an active bully. So I don't think what her problem is. Like, why the fuck is she lecturing Harris Heller about people he follows when it doesn't concern her? Then Harris Heller tweets something about Asperger's. This was another one. I need to make the thread on being a creator with Asperger's, but tonight is not the blah blah blah. But that's not the thing. Where the fuck is it? The same people again started harassing Harris Heller. I think I can find it again in the incognito. Wait, here. Can we stop calling it Asperger's though? It's named after a Nazi doctor. We can use better words. I don't see much use in that. A word is just a word. Just because it came from a Nazi last name doesn't mean it does any damage today. And Zombieunicorn actually again harassed. You really just love destroying friendships this past year, huh? Swear someone tries to have a civil discussion to maintain a friendship with you, but your head is too far up your ass to see that. I honestly hope years down the line you don't end up alone, zombie. This shit isn't worth it. Zombieunicorn for poachers. Hashtag don't remember asking. Thanks for following. And I think like, but yeah, she's just she's a bully if she doesn't get her way. That's what I remember. Like the fucking bully hunter thing was like, if you're getting bullied, the way to fight that is bullying the bully, which is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. That's like, because you killed somebody, I'm gonna kill you. No, you're gonna fight that by being a better person, not by doing the same thing. Like, what kind of a role model is this? Like, the Harris Heller beef, for example. She condemned Harris Heller for the same thing she does herself. Like, yeah, eye for an eye, but if you want to, like, be the good guy, don't do that. But yeah, let's see what this video is about. Zombieunicorn can't handle a joke, and we all know that she can't handle a joke. We're just gonna watch a small preview, so I'm not gonna like refresh my memory.
Tipster here, and today I have a new video for you guys. And we're gonna talk a little bit about something that happened at VidCon, and it never fails. Every year, something has to go on at VidCon. Some content creator has to make a fool of themselves, and this year's no different, because we're gonna talk about a content creator who got her feelings hurt at VidCon. And we'll judge whether or not we think that the reasoning behind the hurt feelings was all that necessary. But before we get into that, yes, it's VidCon, and something always happens. Before we get into the person
the comments are really
offended,
bad.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this fella right here. This is Plain Rock 124. This is one of those, I guess you could call it like a tech destruction YouTuber. Usually I don't like tech destruction. Obviously that's part of the troll because he's actually at VidCon. Some kind of controversy, not get offended or not drum up some kind of controversy over something stupid. But about to discuss, it looks like the event took place, or the incident took place.
Yeah.
Because he asked her to basically say a meme that came out of Bully Hunters. Bully Hunt himself has become a big meme. We'll talk about that in a second here. But he asked her to say a famous line from the Bully Hunters, and she didn't like that too much. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at this clip here. Let's have a look-see. What exactly was so terrible that Plain Rock said that brutally offended Natalie Casanova, aka Zombieunicorn?
All right, let's see.
Let's have a look.
Zombie, can you say now this is what it's all about? Aww. Now this is what it's all
about. I hope that you feel better, okay?
Alright, thank you very much.
Yeah. Because, it's not really nice to just harass me.
Alright.
What a fucking passive-aggressive piece of shit. Oh my fucking god. She could have just let it be. Like, she could have just said no and walk away.
Zombie, can you say now this is what it's all about?
End it there. Nothing else. End it there and walk away. But no. She needs to have the last word, apparently. And this is harassment. This is her way of doing harassment.
Aww. Now this is what it's all
about. I hope that you feel better, okay?
Alright, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Again, she could have let it be there and say nothing else.
It's not really nice to just harass me.
Alright.
It's not.
Okay.
Can I get your autograph?
Yeah, sure.
So that's what he said that got
Wow.
her so upset and so triggered. Can you please say, this is what it's all about? It's a famous line that came out of Bully Hunters. I'll show you guys the clip in a minute. But am I the only one that legitimately, like, it looked like she was going to cry over that? Like, she legitimately considers that simple question to be harassment. There's a couple ways she could have handled this. She could have simply said no. Originally, it looked like that's what she was going to do. She was going to say no and walk away.
She could have just said
and that would have
no
been fine. I don't think anybody would have made a big deal about it if she
walk
said
away.
no. Or she could have played along with it. Like, you know how much respect content creators make when somebody's obviously trying to troll you and you play along with it?
That you feel.
Since she's so bothered by this line, let's all take a look at it, shall we? So I went ahead and I downloaded it. This is the line here that has her so bothered, so triggered, that she would have this person, this harmless individual, escorted out.
I remember this. I watched this
Harassment
live.
is not a game. Bullyhunters.org. Now that's what this is all about. Removing harassment from game.
Oh my
Now that's
fucking
what
God.
this is all about. That's what bothered her so able
Bullyhunters.org.
in games. FCB shit. Booth babes responded and said, hey, yo, I'm not a booth babe. Like, I'm a performer. I'm a dancer.
Oh yeah, that I remember. Like, the energy drink booth hired like female who were in their beginnings, and Zombieunicorn passes the companies like G Fuel and others for hiring people and sexualizing the women. But then the booth women who were actually working there came up online and said that, hey, what the fuck are you doing? This is our livelihood. Bitch, shut the fuck up. And this was a quote from the booth woman. This is not my words to her, because she's probably trying to cancel me. I've actually seen her go after like really small streamers and content creators for saying bad things about her, and she has a lot of loyal fans who will come after people if they talk bad about Casanova, or what the fuck her name is. So yeah, what a fucking peach. I hope I never run into her. Like, I have zero in common with her. I hate people like that who are bullying people and being passive aggressive and just feeling the need to tell other people how to live their lives. I don't think so.